Have you checked your bank account lately? Because for millions of Canadian seniors, this October could bring some long-awaited good news. The government has finally confirmed the October 2025 payment dates and updated amounts for CPP, OAS and GIS. Whether you're already retired, about to retire, or supporting a loved one who receives these benefits, these updates will directly impact your monthly income and possibly your overall financial comfort. Welcome to my channel, where we share the most important updates about Canadian benefits, pensions, and government programs in simple, easy-to-understand language. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update that could affect your money, your future, and your peace of mind. And if you've been with us for a while, thank you for being part of this amazing community. Your support means everything. Now, let us break down exactly what you can expect from the October 2025 payments and how these new adjustments could make a difference in your daily life. October is often one of the most anticipated months for Canadian retirees because it sets the tone for the final quarter of the year. As living expenses remain high and inflation continues to challenge household budgets, seniors across the country are depending on these federal benefits more than ever before. Groceries, rent, gas, and utilities have all seen gradual increases, and these payments act as a lifeline, ensuring older Canadians can maintain some financial stability despite rising costs. Starting with the Canada Pension Plan, or CPP. This program has been around for decades and remains one of the pillars of retirement income in Canada. It's a mandatory contribution program that you pay into throughout your working life, and it gives you a steady, taxable monthly payment when you retire. The official payment date for October 2025 has now been confirmed as Tuesday, October 29th, 2025. That's when most direct deposits will arrive in your account. If you still receive paper checks, they'll be mailed out around the same time, but could take a few days longer to reach you. Now, the big question everyone wants to know, how much are you getting this month? The average CPP payment continues to rise slightly each year, thanks to automatic inflation adjustments. For new beneficiaries who started receiving CPP at age 65, the average monthly amount in 2025 is around $860, while the maximum payment is roughly $1,365 per month. But remember, that maximum is only for those who contributed the maximum amount during most of their working years. The majority of Canadians receive a smaller amount, but still enough to provide a foundation for their retirement income. The amount you receive depends on three key factors: how long you worked and contributed, how much you contributed, and the age you started your benefits. Those who delay taking CPP past age 65 receive an increase of about 0.7% for each month they delay that. An impressive 8.4% boost per year, up to age 70. On the other hand, starting early at age 60 reduces your payment, so timing plays a major role in maximizing your CPP benefits. What is particularly important to understand is that the CPP is not static. It has been gradually expanding through the CPP enhancement program introduced a few years ago. This expansion aims to replace a greater percentage of your pre-retirement income in the future. While it mainly benefits younger Canadians still working, it is also leading to steady increases for current retirees as the year's maximum pensionable earnings, or YMPE, continues to rise. In simpler terms, every year the maximum amount you can contribute to CPP goes up slightly, which in turn boosts future benefit calculations. Now, let's move over to the Old Age Security Program, better known as OAS. The OAS is another crucial part of Canada's retirement system, but unlike CPP, it's not based on how much you worked or contributed. Instead, it's based on your age and residency. As long as you've lived in Canada for at least 10 years after turning 18, you can qualify for partial OAS. To receive the full amount, you typically need 40 years of residence. For October 2025, OAS payments will also be made on Tuesday, October 29th, arriving on the same day as CPP. This makes it easier for seniors to track their deposits, since most government benefits are synchronized for convenience. Now, in terms of how much you will receive, the maximum monthly OAS payment for seniors aged 65 to 74 is approximately $727 in October 2025. If you reach 75 or older, you'll receive an enhanced payment of about $800 per month. This higher rate for those over 75 was introduced a few years ago to recognize the increased health and living costs older seniors often face. Another great thing about OAS is that it automatically adjusts every 3 months based on the Consumer Price Index, which measures inflation. That means 4 times a year in January, April, July, and October, your OAS payment is reviewed. If the cost of living rises, your payment goes up. But here's something many people overlook. OAS payments never decrease. Even if inflation temporarily goes down, once it increases, it stays there. So every adjustment helps protect your long-term income. However, OAS does come with something called the recovery tax or the clawback. If your total income for the year exceeds around $90,000, your OAS begins to be reduced gradually. Once your income reaches roughly $150,000, your OAS could be fully clawed back. This means that higher income retirees might not receive the full amount. So it is wise to plan your withdrawals from our RSPs or pensions carefully to stay below the threshold if possible. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We're here with your essential update on Canada's retirement benefits for October 2025. We've already covered the Canada Pension Plan and Old Age Security. So now let's dive into the Guaranteed Income Supplement, or GIS. This program is a crucial lifeline for low-income seniors who also receive OAS, providing extra monthly money to those who need it most. The goal is simple: to ensure no senior in Canada has to live in extreme poverty. Just like CPP and OAS, your GIS payment for October 2025 will be deposited on Wednesday, October 29th. So, what can you expect? The maximum GIS amount for a single senior is approximately $1,065 per month. For couples, you could receive up to a combined $1,400, depending on your total household income. The GIS is income tested, which means the less you earn from other sources, the more financial support you'll receive. This is why it's so important to keep your income details up to date with Service Canada. Even a small change from a part-time job or an investment can affect your payment amount. And here is some good news. The GIS is adjusted every 3 months to keep up with the cost of living, just like OAS. So, as inflation changes, your GIS payments will increase to match. The best part, the GIS is not taxable. Every single dollar you receive goes directly into your pocket, helping you cover essential expenses without worrying about a tax bill later on. Now, while the inflation rate in Canada has started to stabilize recently, the ripple effects from earlier cost of living adjustments are still being reflected in these payments. You might not see a huge jump in October itself, but the increases you've received throughout the year have ensured your benefits have kept pace with rising prices. So, what should you do if your payment doesn't show up on October 29th? First, don't panic. Sometimes, direct deposits can be processed later in the day, so it might appear by that evening or the next morning. If your money still hasn't arrived by October 30th, it's time to contact Service Canada to confirm it was sent. If you receive your benefits by check, please allow a few extra days for mail delivery, especially if you're in a rural or remote area. To avoid any future delays, I highly recommend setting up or double-checking your direct deposit information through your My Service Canada account online. It's secure, fast, and lets you manage everything in one place. Looking ahead, we only have 2 more payment dates left in 2025 after this one: November 27th and December 22nd. The December payment usually arrives a little earlier to make sure you have your funds before the holidays. That extra boost can really help with end-of-year expenses or some Christmas shopping for the grandkids. For those of you planning your retirement, here. As a quick tip, it is never too early to check your CPP statement of contributions online. This will give you a clear estimate of your future benefits and help you decide the best time to start drawing your pension. And remember, financial planning doesn't stop at retirement. Many seniors are exploring part-time work or small home businesses to supplement their income, which can make a real difference. Just be sure to manage your earnings carefully to minimize the impact on your GIS or OAS benefits. Also, don't forget to check your provincial government's website for extra support programs, like property tax relief or housing benefits, that you might be eligible for. So, the big takeaway for October 2025 is that your OAS and GIS payments are stable, reliable, and indexed to protect you from inflation. These programs are designed to provide you with steady income, no matter what the economy is doing. Let's do a quick summary. All payments for CPP, OAS, and GIS will be made on Wednesday, October 29th. The average CPP is around $860. OAS is about $727 for those 65 to 74, and $800 for those 75 and over. And GIS provides up to $1,065 for singles. If this update was helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more Canadians who need this information. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our updates for November and December. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this gives you some peace of mind about your finances this month. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.